Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The Seven from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The Seven is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find The Seven podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
John J. Rich, Sophia.
Hi, John J. This is Sophia. I just wanted to let you know I'm calling in from Philadelphia. Listen to you guys every day. But I wanted to let you know. Yeah, no, I used to be. I'm in the Navy, so I move every 2 years, so I take you guys along wherever I go. But I was listening to yesterday's podcast, and you guys were discussing the things that you guys are embarrassed to admit. And John Jay said he was embarrassed to admit that he is obsessed with skincare. So am I. But I've been listening. I had some advice for him. Dr. Andrea Dray, she goes by Dr. Dray, D-R-A-Y, on YouTube. She gives countless advice on skincare, hair, skin, nails. She's got 2 doctorate degrees, PhD and MD, but a wealth of skincare advice. Anything like if you type in Dr. Dray and like psoriasis or Dr. Dray balding, going bald, whatever, she will have probably dozens of videos for you to watch and
so that's
get
who
free
Dr.
skincare
Dre
advice.
is.
Yeah, not the rapper.
Oh, okay. I'm typing it in right now. Okay, let me see what comes up.
Dr. Dre. Yes, and she makes one video every single day.
Steal.
Yeah, that's
Your
her.
face. Your face.
That's her. Yeah.
Yo, skin
Steal.
better on your face, yo. Put that lotion, rub it all around.
She's been doing skin advice ever since Honey was wearing Sassoons.
Yeah, and she has transformed my skin. So just listen to her. She will transform your skin.
Well, I misspoke. I think you misunderstood me. I said I'm obsessed with foreskin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Who do I follow for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, very
All
nice.
right, well, good
Sophia,
luck.
thank you so much for listening, and I will check her out. Appreciate it.
Awesome. All right, well, have a wonderful day.
You too.
Thank you.
I've been throw up the sex in
John J. and Rich. We're going to play a game. We need a contestant. We got tickets. Tate McRae on the line. Call us at 877-937-1047 to play. While we find a contestant, we saw that Peyton was out of the country, but it looked more like Kyle went back in time.
That's so appropriate, John Jay, because
Right.
It was Time Traveler's Weekend at the Renaissance Festival, which isn't it every weekend?
Getting into a Let's Go to the Future Renaissance Festival.
Well, it's funny because I saw Kyle there. I didn't see her. I saw her on social media. She was posting, and she's like, hey, I'm here. And I was like, how come she's not posting her kids? Because I figured you have these kids running around. But she didn't. And then I found out. You would think.
I had
You're
the plans.
This is all for myself.
I had the plans of bringing my entire family. In fact, we were going to also bring a family, friend of ours, their whole family too. We were going to go. There's going to be 7 of us. And it was going to be phenomenal, right? Making memories, whatever. And then Easton's football team decided to schedule their end of the year pizza party the same exact day and time where we were going to go to the Renaissance Festival. And I said, you know what? I'm still going. because there is nothing more than I love than a turkey leg and some jousting.
The Renaissance Festival is always such a good time.
No, it is. And they had invited me there to host or judge, I think, the competition that you hosted last year, Peyton. It was like the Heroes and Villains contest for the kids.
Oh my gosh, I had the Princess contest last year, but I can only imagine how hard it was for you as a Libra to have to make a decision on little children's costumes.
Well, you kind of freaked me out going into it, quite honestly, because when you went, there was a kid who I guess was crying because they didn't win it. Like, I was like, I can't do that to a child, and all these kids are so dang cute and tried hard on their costumes. It was amazing, but I felt less pressure because I also had the Queen and Princess Pumpkin was there. And so all three of us were kind of judging. And so I didn't feel like my votes actually had like it wasn't just me deciding. Plus all of the contestants got something and they all walked away happy. So I was pretty happy about that. But because I was there alone, I had kind of thought to myself, like, maybe I'll just go and then judge the event and then maybe just leave. Because, like, do I really want to, like, be walking around by myself? But then when you're there and you're just, like, immersed in this, like, old-timey town and, like, everyone's dressed up in, like, kings and queens and knights in armor and everything like that, I was like, I'm not leaving. I'm walking around. They got 16 different stages here. So I'm like, go watch, like, the fire breather, the fire eater, like, go watch the contortionists, like, jumping out, like, doing crazy things with their bodies.
If you're a people watcher, it's people watching plus all that.
Yeah. Oh, it's like entertainment beyond.
And the food and the drinks are so good. Did you go walk by the guy that was letting people throw tomatoes at his face while he insulted them?
What?
Because that was amazing.
Somehow I missed that guy.
Oh my gosh, he was awesome.
The Renaissance Festival, it's like way out there. It took longer than I had expected it was going to take. It's like way past the 60 in Gold Canyon. Like, you have to just keep going.
Past Apache Junction?
You take the 60 until it's no longer the 60.
The Legacy Gym.
I think that's Globe.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, wherever it is. It's far out there, but they have to do that because as you go out there, you drive out there, you're like basically going back in time.
Yeah.
And then you feel like you're totally into it. But yeah, I had to make it a point to watch the jousting because, like, that's my favorite part of the Renaissance
Well, your
Festival.
videos are pretty cool. We should post those. They were posted on John Jane Rich, weren't they, at the time? If not, we should
I think
repost
so.
it because it was great.
Is it like if the restaurant Medieval Time was an entire town?
Oh, totally. And that's like and that happens during the jousting. Like, you pick a night and then you're like booing the other nights. And we were like, woo, 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 for our night. It was amazing.
How long were you there for?
I was there for, I think, almost 4 hours.
Desiree, hello.
Hi.
You are our contestant for Tate McRae tickets.
Heck yeah, I'm so excited.
All right, what game are we playing, Grant?
Oh, brother, we're playing ADD Trivia. It's a hot start to the Monday. Big week ahead of us. So basically how this game works, Desiree, is I'm going to go around the room and I'm going to ask everyone a random trivia question. You just have to give me the best possible answer. Does that sound good, Desiree?
Sounds good.
You got to be bold, Desiree. Right, guys?
I got you.
Guys? Yeah. All right.
Was that 1993, 1994?
Exactly. All right, John J. Van Ness, we start with you. John J. Who was the first Disney princess with a tattoo?
Elsa.
Peyton.
Ooh, Peyton Whitmore for the steal.
Pocahontas.
There she is back with a commanding lead from the jump. Nice job, Peyton.
I'm back.
John Jay, there's next round. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry, brother. All right, Rich Mara. What drink was first marketed with hillbilly-themed advertising since its name is a euphemism for moonshine?
What if that's whiskey? Whiskey.
Incorrect. I was looking for Mountain Dew.
Oh,
What's a
really?
euphemism?
Yeah, it's like another name for...
Like a synonym?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
We learn things here on the John Jay and Rich Show. Go to johnjayandrich.com for all the today's key vocabulary words. Right, guys? Peyton Whitmore, back from her wonderful trip. Peyton, what kind of sauce is served on Eggs Benedict?
Hollandaise.
There she is. Wow, 2 points.
Oh, you were just in Holland.
I
Yeah,
was.
it's incredible.
Do they call it mostly Holland or the Netherlands when you're there?
It's interchangeable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kyle and Fogg, are you ready?
I think so.
All right. What song contains the lyrics, "Whatever happened to the Transylvania Twist"?
The Monster Match.
There she is. Only 249 days till Halloween, guys. Just enough shopping days to get your
You guys,
costumes.
what are we going to be?
That's what I'm thinking.
Nice job, Kyle. You're on the board. Desiree,
Yes, I'm ready.
What weather phenomenon swept Dorothy Gale to the land of Oz?
A tornado?
Nice job, Desiree. Congratulations. We move on to round 2. John J. Rich. No points for you guys. Peyton is in the lead with 2 points. John J. What physical interactive feature did Apple introduce to their MacBook Pro laptop series in the fall of 2016? Here's a hint. You have that exact computer, John J.
Okay, can you say the question again? The first
Yes. What physical interactive feature did Apple introduce to their MacBook Pro laptop series fall of 2016?
part? FaceTime?
For the steal.
Wait, who'd you guys hear? Peyton or Rich?
I think Peyton was first.
All right, Peyton.
Isn't it the little touch screen bar at the top?
It is the touch screen. Wow, 3 points for Peyton.
I didn't know I had
That
a touch
was
screen.
that was my senior graduation gift. That was the best laptop ever.
Fun fact, you have the fingerprint thing, and I don't even think your fingerprint logs into
your
it. It's my fingerprint.
That's amazing.
Rich Barra.
That's how uninvolved he is in his own life.
Rich Barra, what delicious food is sometimes known as goober grease? Goober grease.
What delicious food is sometimes known as goober grease?
Goober grease.
It's got to be something sticky, right?
Yeah.
Is it ramen?
Incorrect.
Desiree for steal.
Ooh, Desiree.
Peanut butter?
Peanut butter. Yeah, it turns out a single peanut is the slang term for it is goober.
Oh, I
You
like
see,
that.
yeah.
You goober.
Yeah,
You
right?
peanut.
Don't you know what goober is?
What?
It's the peanut butter and jelly that's already mixed in a jar.
Yeah.
Not going to open 2 jars.
Peyton Whitmore. Which actor played the role of God in the movie Bruce Almighty?
Oh no! What's his name? Ben Stiller.
What?
No.
Rich for the steal.
Yikes.
So close.
Can we just pause for what a bad answer that was?
Why is that a bad answer?
Ben Stiller?
Isn't that what his name is?
I mean, that's his name.
Is
but-
Bruce Almighty?
Yeah. Rich for the seal.
You're thinking of Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. Easily confused. Morgan
Okay,
Freeman.
but Ben Stiller is in. He's Bruce.
No.
Who's
Jim
Bruce?
Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Okay, but Ben Stiller and Jim Carrey like the same font.
The exact
So I
same.
was
Yeah.
Bruce
basically
Almighty
almost
2.
there.
Bruce Almighty 2, and
Evan.
it's Stephen Carell.
Evan Almighty.
Oh, yeah. Evan
Yeah,
Almighty.
yeah.
Steve Carell.
I didn't listen to the God who played God. I'm sorry, Morgan Freeman. Please forgive me.
Kyle.
He'll be like, never in my life have I been.
I'm so happy Peyton's back.
Somebody thought
About that time,
love you.
Peyton insulted me.
no one has ever confused me and Ben Stiller.
Kyle and Fug.
Yes.
What kind of cheese is most commonly sold in the U.S. as processed string cheese?
Oh, that would be mozzarella cheese.
Ooh, I like that. Rich,
Yes.
how do you say that?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. Very nice, Kyle. Good job. Desiree, are you ready?
Yeah.
This one's worth 4 points. You could win it all here. The average adult human has 32 of what?
Organ?
Of what? Or did you say organs?
Yeah.
Ooh, incorrect.
Peyton,
Peyton Whitmore.
your teeth.
Whoa! Peyton came to play today
Fire.
with
on fire.
7 points.
Wow.
Peyton Whitmore has won ADD trivia today.
And she
Incredible.
was just on an official game show,
I
so
was.
it's like
True.
almost not fair for the
And
rest
that
of
with
us.
the Ben
I
Stiller.
was studying my trivia, but honestly, I feel like Desiree should go see Tate McRae.
Yes, go Des.
All right, Desiree.
Thank you, Megan.
Got you, girl.
You get Tate McRae. Hold on the line, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that Ben Stiller answer, the ball would have knocked her in the pool. You were playing that game, whatever you shot in Europe.
I wasn't listening fully to your question, Grant. I'm
The
sorry.
game that you were on in Europe, is that the way they eliminate people? That's the only way the ball hits
Yeah,
them?
like if you get the answer wrong, this giant red ball comes down and knocks you into this giant pool.
But the only way you know if you got it wrong is that, like, you don't see the ball coming,
No,
right?
'cause your
so
back
you'd be
is
like,
to it.
like, if you were to say Ben Stiller, they would like probably go okay and move on and wait for the ball to hit you. They'd try
Were
to
the
do-
balls silent?
Yeah.
Silent balls?
Good question.
Well, yeah. Well, you couldn't hear him. You didn't know if you were getting hit. You had no idea. Yeah, you didn't know. And
awesome.
neither did the crowd.
If you turn around, the balls won't hit you in the face.
If you turn around, the balls would hit you in the
Oh.
face.
You would like that.
I would. I'm gonna sign me up for that game.
How big are the balls?
They're huge. They were probably like 12 feet.
Whoa.
Stop setting me up right now. 12 feet? It really seems like you're interested in what I'm trying to tell you, and you're being inappropriate.
12-foot balls?
You know what? Those in your face.
Oh, dude. Also, you get goober balls.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Stupid.
This is going nowhere good fast.
Sounds like you guys had fun.
Yeah, so Peyton was in Europe, and her whole family was filming a game called, what was it called?
The quiz with balls.
Quiz with balls. Yeah, that's right. All right.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.